Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Marianas Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halstead.
And I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories.
Governor Apatang and Congressional Representative King Hines joins forces in Washington, D.C. to talk 902.
Also tonight, after yesterday's power outage on Saipan, is there more to come?
And an update on the potential cancellation of Korean air travel to the CNMI.
And in sports, the Marianas gears up for a new competition event being held this summer.
Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Say howdy to the new Buffalo Ranch sauce with its tangy creaminess and its creamy tanginess. It's your chicken's perfect partner, only at McDonald's.
Just a short flight from Saipan, adventure is soaring high at the Hilton, Guam. Guam Adventures invites you to take flight on our zipline adventure, a breathtaking ride where the ocean sparkles below and the island breeze rushes past your face. Glide over tropical gardens, feel the thrill of the drop, and capture that perfect view. This is one experience you'll never forget. Show your CNMI driver's license and we will even throw in snorkeling at one of the best spots on Guam. Because adventure shouldn't just lift your spirits, it should lift you right off the ground. Book now and take your trip or layover to new heights. We can even pick you up. Book now at guamadventures.com.
I love Marianas coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Hafaday, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth.
You are watching the Channel 2 News on February the 20th from our studios high up on Capitol Hill.
Conversations continue between CNMI and United States leaders in Washington, D.C.
Governor David Apatang and his Section 902 consultations team continued negotiations with the federal government in the nation's capital this week. Budgetary support, tourism and transportation, access to labor, and activities by the Department of War in the Commonwealth are said to be the four critical issue areas for this round of discussions. Governor Apatang says the Commonwealth does not need a handout from the federal government, it needs a hand up. And that with good faith, a partnership and the honoring of the covenant is what the Commonwealth seeks. The governor and his team was joined by Congresswoman Kimberlyn King Hines.
For those of you who aren't familiar with the process, 902 is a section within the covenant that can be invoked by either the federal government or the head of state, in this case, the governor. And it's a conversation and a dialogue about matters that federal matters that are impacting the relationship between the CNMI government and the United States. And typically in this process, the delegate is really not involved. So I just want to, say thank you to the governor for inviting me to have a seat on the table and to participate in the conversation. There was a lot of progress yesterday, in my opinion, because the Interior actually brought key stakeholders from the various agencies to sit down and participate in the conversation. And so in the coming weeks, there will be working groups to start tackling the issues that are before us.
Furthermore, King Hines says that the framework and timeline is set to come back within 30 days with options to address the issues.
If water pumps rely on electricity, then no power means no water. If workplaces rely on internet, then no power can mean no Wi-Fi service. No power can continuously mean a lot of things for the people. The lights are back on right now, but why did they go off yesterday?
On the morning of February 19, there was an island-wide power outage. This power outage makes 2 in the month of February, both in a span of 2 weeks. From the Commonwealth Utilities Corporation, Jonathan Camacho on yesterday's outage.
So we had a 3-phase fault on our feeder 1 circuit on Navy Hill, and this fault was supposed to be captured and isolated by our feeder 1 circuit breaker at the power plant. Unfortunately, the circuit breaker failed to trip. The cause of the failure is still under investigation. And because it failed to trip, it caused an overload to our generators at the power plant, causing each generator to trip.
Camacho says that the outage began in Feeder 1. Feeder 1 covers from Puerto Rico to Navy Hill portions of Lower Garapan, including the hospital. COC's power plant generation manager, Richard Cano, says the restoration of power was sectionalized to help maintain the load on the generation and demand of power needed on the field.
The first online was first Kija 3 first partial, that was 904. Then Kija 4 is 906, that's first partial.
Restoration.
Then it was found out that Kija 3 was complete on the same time.
This incident is said to be separate from the island-wide power outage on February 6.
No, that was a completely different issue. That was a transformer and tie-in concern at that time.
Camacho shares that COC is working on upgrading some parts on the field in every village.
We actually have an ongoing maintenance program replacing those identified parts that failed out on the field, which caused the outage. We are starting with the Cagman area where we have a high salt spray content, and we're moving around the island. Yeah. So everything is planned. The maintenances are planned, at least on the field-wise, the transmission and distribution side. But it is time-consuming. So please bear with us, be patient. We are getting to every village.
As COC continues to power the island, the men say they are trying to remain reliable.
Our power generation is a legacy system, so it's much older. A lot of our parts are customized, so we can't just buy it straight out of the market. So as we move forward and modernize our system, please understand that we're trying our best to keep the power on for everybody.
Even though the plant is very obsolete, 50 years old, and the supplier already said we cannot even supply most of the parts. So we're trying our best really to how we can run this plant continuously to serve the community.
Recycling companies meet with the mayor of Saipan to help curb a rash of home and commercial copper wire thefts on the island. In Mayor R.B. Camacho's conference room, management from 4 of the 5 metal recycling companies on the island accept invitations to appear.
This is a very important meeting to meet with these recycling operators on the island. Of course, the CNMI is facing the economy issues, and of course, the business. I want to see the business, success. Continue the business here, because the government needs you all, and as well as the mayor needs you all. The purpose of this thing is, the rising of the copper wire thief in our community. Okay, I know there's a law in place, for the recycling to be alert. To be more vigilant, and suspicious on any transaction of copper wire coming into your station. And I think there's a gap somewhere in there, and still there's recycling receiving it.
Police are actively investigating between 4 and 6 copper wire thefts reported on the island from the months of just January and February 2026. The stolen property can only be of value to the thieves if it is somehow sold to one of the island's recycling companies.
So I'm meeting now with all these businesses. So I want to discourage this thing out. Because I've been receiving a lot of complaint, a lot of citizens complain, So as a mayor, I'm too concerned of this thing. So I want to link up with all this business community, how we can all partner up, and continue the business on the right way.
The mayor and the recyclers discussed potential ways to discourage the purchase of stolen property, including the use of security cameras to film the delivery of items for resale and potential identifying photographs of repeat offenders.
What Mayor is trying to be more vigilant, as in just be thorough with documentations, collecting IDs, just try to be safe to protect our business. Doesn't mean that I have to judge a person by how they look like.
Captain Jeff Olapai, DPS.
Well, like this gentleman said, it's kind of difficult for them because it's like asking to not to judge or to judge a book by the cover. Mm-hmm. But at the same token, from our side, I don't know, maybe because I'm law enforcement, maybe I'm kind of biased, but there are certain individuals that we would know, and some of them are repeat, that have been doing it for a while. We put them in jail, they come out, they do it again. So we're kind of hoping that maybe awareness, getting to know these people and not accepting anything from them would help us a lot. Stricter regulations would really help us a lot. But as for now, it's identifying is the toughest challenge.
The mayor says he is not laying blame on anyone for potentially receiving stolen property, but let this be a starting point towards stronger vigilance.
Okay, so this is a deterrence, from now on, because all the operators of the recyclings are fully aware. And again, just like I said earlier, I want to see you continue your business because the government needs you, the mayor needs you. All we need is to work together and let's be vigilant out there.
According to the statistics, South Korea makes up over 60% of total visitor arrivals. Questions arise of what will happen if those flights from Korea cease.
As February nears its end and we look towards March, the news of the Marianas losing the largest tourism source market is on the minds of business owners and community members alike. In a statement sent out earlier this month, the Hotel Association of the Northern Mariana Islands referred to the Marianas Visitors Authority statement of both T-Way Air and Jeju Air currently facing operational challenges on Saipan. The release reads, effective March 29, the Marianas will lose all direct air service from South Korea. Jeju Air staff says that the information was not confirmed with them. In an email, they say, Jeju Air is currently operating on the winter schedule and will remain fully committed to providing reliable flight services for the community throughout the year. At this time, there has been no announcement regarding the cancellation of Jeju Air's flights starting March 29. The staff at Jeju Air encourages the public to refer to their official website for the most accurate, up-to-date information, and for passengers with booked tickets after March 29 to keep an eye out on direct emails for any changes. MBA Managing Director Jamaica Tahiron says they are currently in communication and negotiating with the airlines with no updates until next week.
Coming up, everyone's favorite segment, Welcome to Saipan.
And when National Office Supply closes, we won't just be saying goodbye to stationery, we'll be saying goodbye to friends. Stay with us, it's a heart thing.
Looking for resources about Marianas history, culture, and more? Well, check out the Northern Marianas Humanities Council's collection. Our extensive video, audio, and photographic library can be found on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at 670 Humanities. Or check out the written resources on our website at nmhcouncil.org. And for those who prefer a good book, we also have a selection of local publications for purchase. So, dive in, explore, and share your comments as we navigate the human experience together.
You push hard, you move fast, and you want real healthy food that moves with you. At the Gold's Gym Shake Cafe, your fuel is ready when you are. Packed with protein, vitamins, and real fruit, these smoothies keep you strong, satisfied, and unstoppable. Perfect for a quick on-the-go lunch, dinner, or snack. No membership required. Power your day your way at the Shake Cafe inside Gold's Gym, Saipan. Just a short flight from Saipan, adventure is calling on Guam. Guam Adventures at Leo Palace has the perfect mix of thrills and sightseeing this holiday season. Check out the off-road adventure where the trails splash, spin, and roar. And for NMI residents, after your ride, cool off with a free water park pass at Leo Palace Resort and enjoy 20% off lunch because adventure works up an appetite. So whether it's a weekend escape or a layover to remember, make it count with Guam Adventures. Book now and turn your trip into a thrill. And yes, we'll even pick you up. Book now at GuamAdventures.com.
Welcome back. You're watching the Friday night edition of the Channel 2 News.
Employee and patrons of soon-to-close office supply store expressed their sadness about the news.
National Office Supply on Beach Road, Garapan has announced the discontinuation of service starting July 31st. Labor challenges is said to be the reason for the decision.
The major impact is National Office Supply will be going out of business because of the touchback. That's the major issue. So half or more than half are touchback. So the only people who'll be left behind are the people who are green card, U.S. citizen, who has documentation to stay.
Expiration for 9 employees on the touchback program and 1 employee with an employment authorization document on top of 4 employees leaving for the mainland in the coming months leaves the company with just 11 employees in store. Longtime employee Alice Legaspi says she will be a part of the 14 of 25 employees leaving the island.
I'll be leaving Saipan. But, we need to move on. Since I've said that I've been here in Saipan for 30 years and my family is away from me. My kids, I have 3 kids who's away from me. So this is, I think this is God's time for me to decide that I need to leave.
Leaving the island brings up strong emotions after 3 decades of commitment to the company.
Being part of National Office Supply for 30 years, it is something that it's really with a heavy heart for me. Knowing and learning that National Office Supply will be out of business, it is really something that I would say I cannot accept because the things that we contributed here at National is something I would say nobody can replace.
Patrons of the shop expressed their sadness after hearing the news.
When I heard it from my friend, I feel so sad. Because first of all, this has been a long time in Saipan. And then we have stability of our cost as being customer to them. I depend on them. What I need, like bases, some stuffed animals, basket. It's very easy to come and buy. No need to order in the States or in the Philippines. That's my big loss to me.
National Office Supplies is like one of the supplies company that is so cheap and affordable for the people, for the CNMI. So hearing that news is really, really sad because, especially for the kids when it comes to like back to school, National Office Supplies is one of the ones that have the cheapest, price for them. I was raised in Rota, but for the school supplies too, we would always come and get it here.
It never feels good for any company to close down, right? Most especially this one because a lot of the businesses on the island, not just the businesses, but even the government, the departments and all that, We all need stationary supplies.
Did you grow up coming here?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I've been coming here since I think the day it opened. If I'm not mistaken, they opened in the 90s. I was still in high school back then. I'm way past my, my high school days. But it's gonna be really sad to see it go. I'm hoping that something will change and tide starts to pick up, and who knows, right? July is still quite a ways away, and hopefully something happens in the near future and they can continue to operate.
Community members shop in store, browsing, stocking up on supplies, and already feeling the loss of the long-time establishment that began in the 90s. For Alice, working at National Office Supply means more than just a job.
I want to say thank you for the people who patronize National Office Supply for being our customer, not only customer, but our friends. We already established a relationship with them. The government, the private school sector, the private companies, who's really dear to our heart. Not only because of the existence of National, but, their presence made National Office Supply be here to serve the community of Saipan, Tinian, and Rota. From the bottom of our heart, in behalf of National Office Supply, I'd like to say thank you so much for, to Saipan and the people around, really.
As Alice expresses her gratitude for the people of the CNMI, she extends that same gratitude to her leadership.
Also my boss. I want to say thank you to my boss, my very dear boss. Thank you to them because, they trust me, they give me the opportunity to lead National Office Supply for whatever, I can do to, to make it exist. Thank you so much.
30 years. You've barely been alive for 30 years. Really, that's a lifetime.
Yeah, it is.
Well, life is a team sport. When you walk through those double doors at Saipan International, you rarely walk alone.
Jose Terron arrives at Saipan International from his home in Seattle after a 5-day trip to Palau.
It's the people. I have coworkers that are from here, so then they invited me to come to the island. The first time it was great, and then I did like the beaches, the people, the culture, the food is very great.
It's the person who could be the love of your life, or the people who may save your life that make life's journey so explosive. Daniel Stone is part of a contingency of firefighters coming from the Airport Fire Department in Guam.
There's a group of us here that are attending the live fire training exercise over at the ARF station. Well, it's an annual requirement, so what we get out of it is we're able to come over here and actually experience a live fire. Because fortunately, we don't have to do this on a regular basis. And so this type of training helps reinforce some of the trainings that we are able to do in the classroom, but aren't able to do hands-on. So this is the reinforcement for classroom training. It's always great to come back. Everybody here at the airport, especially our brothers and sisters over at the ARF station, are always hospitable, and it's always great to see them and everybody else from the region.
More than one person in service of a larger cause is called a team. Mr. Sully is part of another kind of team. He is saying goodbye to Saipan and is returning to his winter home in New Hampshire.
I came for a local volunteer construction project and just visit some friends. It's been great. The people are very, very welcoming. There's tons to do, and it's just such a beautiful scenery. I really love going to the grotto. I was able to do the Forbidden Island hike, and there's just so much beautiful things you're able to enjoy here, so it's been a great experience. The thing I noticed is just really the welcoming atmosphere of the people. Everywhere you go, they're going to say hello to you. They make you feel like, you're a part of the family. They always offer food, so I really enjoyed, being able to experience a lot of the different cultures here, because there's a lot of variety, but no matter where they're from, they're always welcoming.
Being part of a team and giving service to a larger cause enriches everyone around you.
I was working on the local Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses. We were doing a renovation project, and so we had volunteers coming in from Guam, some from the States like myself, to be able to do that, and it was all free. None of us got paid, but we did it out of love for our brothers and sisters and out of our God. if anybody would like to come here, I will say I never thought this is something I'd experience, but it really has been such a wonderful opportunity. It's a great place to kind of be in between. If you're used to living in the States or in a city, you still have a lot of the comforts of home, but you're able to enjoy so much more of nature and just a really wonderful atmosphere. So I thank the island very much for that.
The Jehovah's Witness team witnesses a departure, adios, while the firefighter team protects an arrival, and a team of friends invites an adventure. Welcome to Saipan, welcome back, and welcome home.
Coming up in sports, first there was Helen of Cagman, who will they play for in Chalancanoa? The Mayor's 3-on-3 Cup continues next.
Every journey begins with one step and the right coach. At Gold's Gym Saipan, our certified personal trainers build programs that move with you. Your goals, your pace, your power. Stronger, healthier, more confident, together. Your best starts right here at Gold's Gym Saipan. Visit us in Garapan or call 670-233-4000. Gold's Gym Saipan, stronger with every rep. This year, it's not about resolutions, it's about results. Gold's Gym is launching the 2026 Transformation Challenge, a 12-week total transformation. Professional guidance, real accountability, measurable results. Exclusive group training, member-only perks, and a community pushing you forward. And it leads to big rewards, $1,000 cash and a free year at Gold's Gym. Registration open now, and the challenge starts January 19th. Gold's Gym 2026, the Transformation Challenge. Put in the work, own the change. Gold's Gym, Garapan.
From sunrise to sunset, Saipan is full of adventure. On the water, in the water, and on the land. But wherever you are during the day, when the sun begins to set, there's only one place to be. Godfather's Beach Bar at Micro Beach. The place where locals and visitors come to play, make friends, and make memories. Turn the perfect Saipan day into the perfect Saipan night at Godfather's Beach Bar, and bring your best lines.
I'm gonna make you an offer that you can't refuse.
What?
Come join the family at Godfather's Beach Bar, where sunsets, laughs, and legendary nights all come together.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style.
At Marianas Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
When I think of you sometime, want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas, sports fans! The Mayor's 3-on-3 Youth Basketball Tournament continues action tomorrow morning.
The Mayor's office is hosting a season-long series of 3-on-3 youth basketball all-day winner-take-all competitions. Benjamin Maratita of the Mayor's office is your host of hosts. In September of last year, the Mayor's Cup 3-on-3 Basketball Cup Tournament began on the courts of Koblerville. The battle was hot and heavy, so hot that only Superman and the Hot Shots could have shot their way to the tournament victory. Then, in October, in front of the exalted beauty of one Helen of Cagman, the bricklayers did not lay bricks, but won the tournament, only to find that Helen had quietly left without them. In January of this year, on the courts of Tinapag, the Warriors came out to play. They huffed and puffed and tried to blow their house down, but the bricklayers were victorious again. Can you dig it? Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. and continuing all day until a victor is declared, the Mayor's Cup continues in Precinct 2, Chalancanoa, at the Manhoban SAR Center basketball court. The bricklayers will be laying the foundation for a three-peat. Will they succeed? Will the hotshots get hot? Will the Warriors come out to play? Food vendors, friends, and of course, Cleopatra of Chalancanoa will be there.
A new sporting event that includes 4 islands in the Marianas is coming soon.
This month, sports and government officials from Saipan, Tinian, Rota, and Guam meet to discuss the inaugural Marianas Games for June 19 to the 21st. Public School System Athletic Program Director Nick Gross.
As we talk about sport development, as we talk about creating healthy communities and all of the things that are certainly my focus and my program's focus, some exciting things on the very near future is the Marianas Games and trying to unite all of the Marianas, bringing Guam on board along with Rota, Tinian, and Saipan. In mid-June, we're looking at a 3 to 4 day Marianas Games with right now somewhere between 8 to 10 sports. We're still finalizing the exact list.
Eligibility is said to require athletes to be born or reside in the Marianas with an aim for at least 30% youth participation across events. Gross says the Marianas Games will bring another opportunity for athletes on the off years from big regional competitions such as the Micro Games, Pacific Mini Games, and Pacific Games.
This allows us to keep our athletes sharp, to keep our federations and everybody training, focused on competition, and a chance to really work towards reuniting the entire Marianas through sport. And so I think this is a great opportunity for people to just continue to love sport, train sport, coach sport, officiate sport, and we need all of those, to continue building a healthy community.
He adds that all 18 federations are looking for officials with potential pay, and if anyone is interested, they can stop by the office at Ada Gym.
We've got more sports federations and we've got capacity to be able to offer to every one of our students, but there's always room for growth. And so I just applaud everybody's effort in the sporting world and everything they're doing to continue to build a healthy community through sports.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight bodes beautiful CNMI with low temperatures of around 76 degrees, easterly winds of around 10 miles per hour, and only a 20% chance of isolated rainfall. The weekend should also be lovely with only a 20% chance of isolated showers. High temperatures of around 85 degrees during the day, cooling to around 76 degrees in the nighttime hours. The sun has set at 6:22 p.m. and will rise again tomorrow morning at 6:38 a.m., just in time for so much Saipan. The film workshop will begin shooting at Casa Marianas at 8. The Mayor's 3-on-3 basketball tournament will compete at 9 a.m. in Chalancanoa. And if you see a bunch of wayward runners hacking through the jungles in the late afternoon, those are the Saipan hash. Join them. Those dogs don't bite. And I will see you in the water or on the land.
Well, that's news, sports, and weather. Thank you for joining us, CNMI.
Have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you again on Monday.